Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the European Minor Close Qualifiers. It is going to be big, taking on Virtus.pro here for another spot at the Minor. We've just seen No Chance upset Heroic and make it through. My name is Dinko. I'll be your host slash commentator for this one. I'll be joined by Hawker. Finally, there's another voice in the chat, Alex. They don't have to listen to me over and over again.
I could just not say anything the whole time, just to mess with you, if you want.
You could also do that, but that would not be very nice, right?
No.
So taking a look at this one, Alex, it is going to be a good start already from Veggie. Train is a map for Virtus.pro that we traditionally would say is a pretty good one for them, but we've seen them actually start to struggle a little bit on it yesterday. Went to a very long overtime game, eventually winning it, but that was definitely not convincing.
Yeah, and even though VP have been pretty good on this map, it's actually Big who picked this one, even though they first banned it against Fnatic yesterday. So this Big team have clearly think they at least have a deep map pool. We'll see if it comes into reality here. Virtus.pro with that early man advantage. No nades left. The one flashbang goes over the top, and Big are about to be pressured.
Yeah, Xanterra's trying to hold on. He will get the headshot onto Snacks. It's back into the 4v4, but Mihu, he'll take a headshot. God B, able to get one done onto Mihu, and Tamsin will step in as well. Veggie and Orkalicious, the two new guys to Virtus.pro, trying to pull it off. It will be Veggie with the headshot. Dennis and God B, no kit alive, but they're coming back into this. Dennis through upper, coming through the ramp, and Orkalicious, he should have his number here, and there goes Dennis trying to take the fight. Orkalicious eventually will take the headshot, and God B, 1v2. It's not going to happen here. Virtus.pro will find the pistol.
Oh, Gobby is going to find this angle. Oh, with the first shot, but eventually recovers, gets the kill. As you said, though, the round is over. It's all about saving. Neither player saving Kevlar, though. Gobby has literally nothing to save here. So, yeah, he's just going to die with the bomb. He doesn't care. He doesn't have the Kevlar, doesn't have anything worth saving. So, I guess that's fine. VP take an early start here on Train. And this is an interesting pick from Big, because I would think that they would have to think that they are strong on this map to pick Train. I don't think they would have picked this because it's a weakness for VP, because VP play this map pretty often. So we'll see what Big have to offer up on this map as they force into round 2.
Well, taking a look at Virtus.pro's buy into this one, it's pretty solid. It's the AK-47 for Veggie and Mihu, 2 MAC-10s, Snacks and Snatchy having those, and a UMP on the helm of Orkalicious. And actually yesterday on Train, we've seen a really big performance come in from Virtus.pro. They did take a lot of rounds to eventually get the win, but we had some great plays from Snatchy. I'm hoping we'll see more of that today as well.
Yeah, Snatchy's been really good for VP throughout this qualifier. Even in their loss against Mouse Sports, he was the man top fragging, he was the man making the difference, but Xantares opens up this round. Snacks not ready for the MP9 to be pushed in towards Pop Dog. VP will look for the refrag. The MAC-10 not quite doing enough. Dennis survives on a slither of health as VP taking damage, but eventually finding the opening.
Yeah, I think Alex, you might be slightly mistaken. VP have picked this map. It is confirmed.
Ooh.
So they went for the Train pick. I think you just misread the veto probably. But Big have went for the Inferno pick, and that does make a little bit more sense. VP generally go towards this map. It's a map they like to perform on, whereas Inferno is more of a map you'd look towards Big.
That makes so much more sense to me now.
I'm sure you were kind of like trying to justify this in your head at some point, but yeah, it will be the pick of VP. They get off to the good start as well, Alex. And coming into this, we would say that Big are probably the favourites, although we didn't see too much of them, you know, any confident plays from them against Fnatic yesterday. So hopefully we get to see that turned around today.
Trades onto the B-bomb site. Veggie in with an opening. Snatchy running and gunning. The MAC-10 making the difference. Xantares will try to move forwards, but Orkalicious is there to deal with him. VP hold on for their second round win. A little bit of damage done there by Big, and Xantares got some kills with the MP9, so he's got a little bit of extra cash. I guess the question is, does he want to maybe save to drop an AWP for a teammate, or does he want to spend that money now? And, well, that's been answered. Xantares buys the 5.7 and the Kevlar, spending that extra money he made in the last round to try to do some damage here in round 3.
Well, Big Clan, they've just got a couple of P250s. Let's see what they can do with them. There's definitely some players on the roster that can cause some problems, but it's a good start for Mihu and Veggie into this one. 2 kills coming through. Dennis will make the same fit as Veggie comes in. Mihu able to get Xantares, and my god, B is into the 1v5. Virtus.pro, we kind of talk about the individuals we look to on this team are the likes of Snatchy. Mihu as well, Snacks there. We've seen these 3 players kind of top the scoreboard for Virtus.pro yesterday, and hopefully we get to see them sort of elevate their level again, because I think when you're coming up against a tougher opponent like Big, you're going to have a big performance. Otherwise, VP, they probably will fall flat. We actually seen them against Pompa Black in the open qualifiers, and a team that they should probably be walking over in the Polish scene. VP definitely struggled against them. Eventually did take the win. But eventually did get they looked very, very weak, I have to say. There is definitely times when VP just aren't at a good level.
Getting a good start here on Train, though, was always going to be important, because now they get the AWP into the hands of Snatchy. He's been the standout player for VP throughout this qualifier, and really throughout the last few months. He has been the best fragger for them. So getting the AWP into his hands early is a really big benefit to Virtus.pro. And the other point to make is that Big cannot afford an AWP of their own. Dennis is stuck with the AUG. So Snatchy will have free reign, trying to take those long-range picks at the start of the round. But VP aren't really putting too much pressure across the map. They are instantly grouping up over towards B.
Virtus.pro have sent multiple players towards the brown holes. They've got 2 inside of the B-bomb site itself. It's Tizian close by. Utility coming over the top. Smokes, flashes, they all go through. One player standing close, Tizian. And with a kill from Mihu, take it away, taps it. Kill comes through from Veggie as well. Very good stuff here from VP. No trade from Big. And Snatchy from Upper will connect on to God B, leaving Xantares and Dennis trying to run away and save. But Snacks, he has other ideas for Xantares. He wants to take him away. Xantares will say no. Keeps the M4A4 white knuckle grip on it as he falls away. It'll be 4-0 start here for VP, though. They'll be feeling very happy about this one, Alex. I mean, coming into this, you put them as the underdog. You put them as the team that might even fall to the series 2-0. This is definitely the start they need on the T side of Trin.
Tizian was trying to anchor the B-bomb site. He got assistance from Tabson, but neither of those players able to get anything done on the hold. Xantares was eventually there on the rotate, but just not quick enough. Nice group up from VP. They don't need to pressure across the map if they can succeed with those explosive pushes towards the site. That's exactly what comes through for them. And they also didn't really need the AWP of Snatchy to do too much. That was mainly just down to the riflers moving forwards, getting it done. Snacks is going to take the AWP into round number 5. He's got a good spawn, so Snacks will look for a quick opening to see if he can give his team the early man advantage. And Snacks finds the angle. AWP into his hands is successful, and he will happily give it back to Snatchy. But God B gets 1, gets 2. The 5-7 doing the damage, but eventually Veggie finds the refrag. Unfortunately, Tizian's there, but Veggie finds a second frag, giving his team the man advantage. The kills just keep on coming. It's Big who have 1 out in the trades, and Snacks has to clutch.
Snacks into the 1v2. Flash are going towards Pop Dog. Second comes in as well. They're both in here. So finding both players is going to be so difficult. So they made the right call. The bomb's on the floor. If Snacks throws a Molotov here after the smoke phase, that's the right play. And there it is. It goes right on the edge. That forces them away, and he actually gets a kill with it. Xantares has fallen to pieces, and it's into the 1v1. Snacks runs back over towards the B bomb site. Dennis on 60 HP. Snacks will slowly make his way in towards the B site and try and get this plant. He's going to plant just for CT. He could go towards the oil train, try and get a little bit more control, or just go for upper. This bomb plant is kind of a mind game in itself. It starts to create options in Dennis's head. Where is Snacks gone? And he's a player that's so elusive, you don't really know where Snacks is. He could be anywhere. And Dennis will start to make his way back in. No kit. He hasn't got enough time to really clear these angles. No Molotov either. He's only got one flashbang to his name. And Snacks is looking very, very strong right now in this position. Dennis goes back, taps the bomb, makes the right call to look towards upper, but Snacks hasn't peeked just yet. He'll eventually get the information, realize Dennis is not on the bomb, and just play the time, comes in with a clutch, and Snacks wins the 1v2.
Snacks didn't have a single kill at the start of this round, but in this one, he was forced to have a hell of a lot of impact. Ends up getting the opening for his team and then winning the clutch. Not much more you can ask from Snacks there. Really well played by him to save the round for Virtus.pro. But remember, that was a weak buy for Big. Now they've got these double AWPs coming out. Tabson and Dennis, both with snipers in play. We've seen Tabson in the past, and here he comes into round 6. AWP comes through, wins the opening fight. Snacks attempted the same entry again, but this time he is denied as Tabson does a little bit more damage.
Dropping Snatchy to 52 HP.
Oh
my god,
wow.
Finishes him off as well. Well played from Tabson. Snatchy has no chance into that one, and Tabson is up on 2 kills already. That's not a great start for VP whatsoever. They'll be feeling very unlucky about that one. That's great awareness from Tabson, realizing there could be a player in there. Could have hit the shot. Throws the grenade in, and ends up taking the kill.
Surely this is Big's first round on the board. They really need to close this out now. With the 2-man lead, they are more comfortable leaving 3 players on the A site. Tabson goes back to B to assist Tizian, who's had a slow start to the game. So I think that's part of the reason maybe Tizian doesn't feel comfortable solo holding the B site right now. So Tabson is there to assist him. However, with 38 seconds left on the clock, the Poles will start to use their limited utility. Nades over the top from Okalicious, looking to clear T main, but he has to clear all these close angles. This makes it really obvious the push is about to come forwards, and Dennis in position. Both AWPers having impact. Xantares closes out the round, and that was made to look quite easy from Big at the end there.
Well, it all comes off the start from Tabson. The 2 early kills coming in, making it very easy for Big towards the end. VP are going to come into it with a buy, though, Alex. Their money has been well built up over the last couple of rounds. And it'll be the AK-47s available to every player, and Snatchy has an AWP. I want to see Snatchy get involved a bit more. He was prevented from doing so in the last round by Tabson, but he's a player that can definitely have a lot more impact for VP across this map.
Yeah, Snatchy's success in opening fights has actually been really impressive when you look at the stats. Some of these are against weaker teams, for example in MDL, but he wins the opening fight a large majority of the time, and the run boost gets him into position here. Veggie this time gets the opening, but Dennis is there for the quick trade, and the AWP will be able to bring it back to a 4v4.
We've seen Dennis yesterday in the AWP. He was actually doing a pretty good job against Fnatic. Had some good runs on it. Again here finding the trids, and Terra's to find the follow-up that gives Big the advantage. As they start to make their way in, Mihu's low, up on top of the blue trains, and Terra's will easily collect that one. And it's a 2-man advantage here for the CT side. Okalicious and Snatchy, they're pretty much annexed in towards Ivy. They can't really get too much done here. The smoke will cover off their vision, and they'll have to fall away.
Yeah, the other Virtus.pro players were trying to move forwards early, but that means that Snatchy's AWP is going to struggle to get involved in the round. I think at this point, the save could be the call for these 2 remaining Virtus.pro players. Good work from Xantares as well. We saw him yesterday get quite a few kills in that best of 3 that Big played, but oftentimes, Xantares struggled to make his kills have impact in the round. So the fact that he gets 2 kills here quite early on helps win them the round. That's what you want to see. Xantares having impact with his frags. We know he's capable as an individual. And he gives Big another comfortable round win. Last round, Big had 5 alive. This time they will save with 4 players. And That's quite important for this CT side, just to make sure they can build up some cash. They've got some breathing room, especially if they want to stick with this double AWP setup. They're going to need as much money as possible. And more importantly, Virtus.pro's money is starting to run dry. Even with these 2 saved guns, the buy into this round won't be great. But I think with Okalicious and Snatchy having literally no money, you kind of just have to force here, you would think.
I'm interested to see what decision they actually do make here, because, you know, if they decide to force here and they end up losing, the money will definitely not look too excellent in the next, but they eventually will start to get loss bonus built up. There will be a bank on their buy not too far away from here.
Maybe they can get away with the half buy.
Yeah, definitely.
They're really going to struggle with the nades if they buy.
You know, Snatchy Head can have so much impact on the AWP, so if he really just gets into a position where he can find that opening pick that we said he's successful in getting quite often, if he can somehow get him involved, and it will be the force buy coming in at the very last second. The Mac 10 for Veggie, Mihu going on to the P250, and a little bit of utility there, while Snacks takes the AK-47 into play. This buy from Virtus.pro on paper does not look great, but it is not too bad. But that is definitely decreasing its chances, as Tabson is going to get 2 kills towards Brown Holes.
It's the AWP dropped as well. Tabson having a lot of impact at the start of this round. Again, Tizian just there facilitating his teammates to be able to stick around. Uses a couple of nades to make sure Tabson stays safe. And Virtus.pro are able to regain control of Brown Hall, so they can recover the gun that they lost. The AWP will be picked up shortly, but at the same time, they're down into a 3 versus 5. So even though they've got the full rifles, they've only got 2 smokes to move towards one of these bomb sites. That's going to make life much more difficult for them. And again, Tabson will continue to stick around on the B site, waiting to see if VP are going to come his way. But VP don't want anything to do with Tabson's AWP. They look to reposition.
Well, let's see. Snacks is definitely proficient on the AWP. We'll see if he can get anything done here with Veggie and Mihu on the AK-47s. 30 seconds left. They go in towards the A-bomb site. Currently sitting here. Snacks with a kill on the Xanteras. That's the first step of a very long walk. And they need another one, as that's Mihu. Great headshot onto Gold B. Tabson is rotated in. It's the 3rd kill, a 4th from Tabson. And Dennis finishes off the job. It's the ops from Big that will get it done and allow them to get 3. Tabson is off to an amazing start here on Trey and Alex, and that is very scary for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, these 2 AWPs are having a hell of a lot of impact. Again, Tabson obviously being the man that made the difference in that round, but Dennis has been solid when called upon as well. And this is the kind of Tabson that you have to be very, very scared of, because we know Tabson has the ability to take over games all by himself, even against the best teams in the world. So against Virtus.pro, I'm sure he will be confident that he can do the same. This time, both AWPers playing on the A site, but Virtus.pro have little to work with in this one. Just a couple of P250s, 1 Desert Eagle. You wouldn't think there would be too many opportunities available for the Poles in this one. And it was important that Big started to come back into this one, because after such a slow start, there's always the risk of Virtus.pro just getting too many rounds on the T side of Train. But finally, Big have put a stop to that win streak we saw early from VP.
And that's sometimes a problem that Virtus.pro can fall into. You know, they get a decent start, they start to look good, the eye test is looking very solid, and then suddenly they just all drop off the face of the earth. It's happened a couple of times. It happened yesterday. The reason why they had to go to overtime, but it is the T side of Trey and Alex. You always bang on the runs. How this is one of the hardest sides to play within Counter-Strike. The VP have actually always been relatively strong at it. Goldby is going to line them up. Easy kills towards Ivy. And Snatchy is the last man alive, but not for much longer. He'll join his teammates in the afterlife. 5-4. Big, they step right back into it. And this is their chance to equalize the scoreline.
That it is. Again, though, if Tabson continues to play this well, I think if he can shut down Snatchy especially, that is such a huge advantage for Big. Because like we were saying, Snatchy's been the highest rated player for VP throughout this qualifier. He's had a 1.27 rating. He even played well in their loss against Mouse Sports, against really great teams. Here, though, Snatchy struggling to get involved early with the AWP. We'll see if that can change now. Tizian with an early nade towards B. Good bit of damage done, but he has to play it safe. Tabson has been the man rotating between those sites as well, so it's not like you can avoid this AWP. And again, he's going to rotate towards B just in time as VP look to group up to this B site. Tabson is here to try to stop them. And Dennis has peeked all the way through Ivy. Look at this stack from Big towards B.
They get so much info from this play as well, so VP are going to have to try and find these opening kills coming through. Big have got most of their players here. It's going to be Tizian on the initial hold. He'll get the first kill. It's Solid on the second as well. And the rest of VP arrive. It's Mihu finally getting something done, but Tabson, oh, Tabson gets the double. And Snatchy is in a 1v4. He's run away, Alex. He's back towards upper. This is going to be a round on the board for Big. 5 to 5. And this will be a very, very exciting game developing. If VP can find a way back into it, we'll have a close one on our hands, but Big starting to look pretty solid.
Good to see Tizian doing some work on the early B hold as well, because previously it was Tabson stepping up. Now Tizian will start to gain some confidence, and that's always important when you are that B site anchor. Tizian gets 3 kills on the board. There's always a lot of pressure on that solo B player just to stay alive, just to get the information, maybe try to come away with a kill or two. Big are able to tie up the scoreline. Again, Dinko, the thing I'm really liking about Tabson right now is because he's playing so well, he's playing in and around connector. He's just rotating always to the right position. So wherever VP go, they always seem to be up against Tabson, and he's always finding frags with the AWP.
Well, Flash is going to go out towards Ivy. Dennis has his... Oh my god, got B right through the smoke. Alright, good start. No answer from VP though. Just yet. He searches for it. At this point, Virtus.pro slowing the play a little bit. We'll try and source a kill back into this round, but Big, that's a good start. Got B, just lining it up perfectly, giving the advantage on over. And this might be another one for him. Veggie, he's got to be finished off towards Ivy. That's a 2-man advantage for Big.
And Godby coming into play. Surprisingly, Godby has actually been the second highest rated player for Big so far in this qualifier. His fragging has definitely looked a little bit better, and Tizian in position, in with the double, but Snack should be able to get the bomb down. That gives VP the extra money they were looking for, but I doubt any more damage will be done. Xantares hunts the final man down. At least the extra cash for VP, but Big are into the lead for the first time here on Train. And if you have just joined us, VP got a great start here on their T side. They took a 5-0 lead, but ever since this game has passed the round 6 mark, Big have been winning these rounds without any difficulties. They've had 3 or more alive in every single round. VP have really hit the wall here, and they need something to go their way so that they can start to turn this around.
It was a good start from Virtus.pro, but other than that, I think it's been pretty flat by them. This would be a turnaround point for them if they can get one on the board again. Perhaps they can start to feel like they're in this mentally, because at this point, Big, they found the rounds, and I have to say, Alex, they've been pretty convincing as well. Like the wins haven't been, you know, very close. There's been a few that have been relatively close, but most of them have just been rather convincing. And so obviously that's really good for building up the cash and building up the confidence, as again, it's Gob B starting it off with the opening kill.
Gob looking for a little bit more, but Mihu trades on towards him. Xantar is sitting back, AK in hand, and this is always scary. He can absolutely land those headshots. Information is there for Big. Tizian's pushed all the way through B, so the rotate comes into play, and Dennis gets one kill, but in comes the trade. Mihu in position for the follow-up. It's all on Tizian, and even though he's pushed through B, I thought Oculus was watching this, but he's not. Tizian moving forwards, awkward engagement, and Mihu's got plenty of time to play with. Tizian might want to reposition right now, but Mihu gets that bomb down safely. He's on for the quad kill, falling back to safety. Tizian playing with him. Damage done, half health left. Tizian into the open, but Mihu nails the headshot and wins his team the round.
A big step up from Mihu there, 11-9 on the board for him. It's been a good start from Veggie and Mihu, really leading the way for Virtus.pro's kill count, but that's the type of run that can get you back into it mentally. A big individual play from someone, and Virtus.pro can start to feel ecstatic, and endorphins release, and they're ready to go again. But Big, the problem is, for VP, Big have still got money. Plenty of it, Alex. So a double up setup is still available to them. Utility, everything they could possibly want. And something that's really annoying me is Zanteris and Dennis haven't bought a kit. Just throwing that in there.
Yeah, as long as they keep track of where the kits are, like 3 should be enough. If you can just run over your teammates' bodies. Quick aggression, though. Oculicious in with the refrag. Back to a 4-on-4. And Tabson in position with the AWP. This is always dangerous. He's looking to find the angle, jumping forwards. And Tabson comes in with a second kill. He spotted the second player, but Dennis is also in on the flank. This is a big problem.
Dennis, this could be the play, but Veggie has got a kill onto Tabson on the bomb site. Back into a 2v3, but here comes Dennis. Into the party he arrives. A Snatchy. Oh, no. A P250 from behind. The shots go into the back. There has to be a clutch from Veggie. A 1v3. He looks over towards Hell. That's where God B will lie. Now it's into the 1 versus 2. Veggie on the bomb site, crossing on over. And Tizian will finish off the job. 7-6 here for Big. A good answer back after losing 1. They come right back into it and get it done. Virtus.pro. Their money, again, you probably see a bit of a half buy coming in here, Alex. They could go for the force, but more likely to be the half buy. Keep the money for the next. Oh, they're just going to go for the force buy, Alex.
Ooh, yeah, okay. I get, yeah, it's not too bad. They get themselves some pretty good weaponry across the board. So that's what they will go for. Again, though, Big have done such a good job at getting all that early information, and oftentimes they just clear out one of the angles entirely, and Dennis is the man to open up this round. Snatchy searching for the opening, but the flashbang wasn't successful, and Zantares, taking a bit of a risk there, decides to get straight off the ladder, realizing there was no need to go for any further aggression. Big have got the man advantage. They don't need to take any further risks.
Flash will go down in towards Pop Dog. Smoke lands towards Ivy from the T side. Golby's just going to walk right through it though. Snacks inside of Pop Dog might just be able to find a kill, but it's not going to happen. Zantares gets 2. And it's all on the Veggie. Into the 1v5 clutch. Good plays there from Zantares inside of Pop Dog. With 40 seconds left, Veggie is going to have to find a way to get it done. I just don't think there is one, Alex. He may try, and he may try his best, but it's not going to happen. Tabson drops him. It'll be it 6. Big win the half. And Virtus.pro, with the force buy they decided to go with in the last round, leaves them with a very weak buy here coming into the last round of the half.
I was wondering if we might see an auto sniper from Big, but Smoo is no longer on the roster, so they all stick with the standard weapons. Couple of AWPs, couple of AUGs, and the AK for Tizian into round 15. The one thing I will say is that, considering Big Clan haven't played Train too often, you'd think it would be much more difficult for them to play the T side if they haven't had that practice, if they haven't had that preparation. But the other side of the coin is we don't exactly know what maps Big Clan are strong on, because they haven't been playing too much recently. They've only recently added Dennis, so that could change their map pool as well. And in comes the aggression. Big Clan hungry for opening frags, and Gob B will deliver. Good flash from Dennis, and Gob gets back to safety.
Gob B is been the man that's opened up a lot of these rounds for Big Alex. He's been the man finding opening kills, follow-ups. Definitely doing a good job in that department. And so the man advantage is again with Big. Here comes the execute from Virtus.pro. They're going to try and get it done in towards the B bomb site. But Zenterez is waiting here. He has flashed off the angle, and one player has crossed, although Snacks... Oh, no, Tizian's looked away at the wrong time. He will look back, though. Snacks cannot get the kill. And so it will start to fall apart here for Virtus.pro. Snatchy, he will be picked apart towards Ivy. Dennis will get one onto Mihu. And it's all on Okalicious into the 1v5. And the AWP finished it off. 9-6. Big will end the half ahead by 3.
Yeah, really good recovery from Big here after taking that early deficit. They dominated the second half of that first half, you could say. However, heading into their T side, there are still questions that have to be answered for Big Clan. Again, we haven't seen them much on train, so this is going to be a good test for them up against Virtus.pro. Tizian picks up a couple of nades, drops the P250. Godby gets some nades of his own, so it's pretty clear that Big have got something in mind with all this utility invested into the pistol round, whereas Virtus.pro just go for the standard buy, the one defuse kit into the hands of Mihu, and VP wants some early information over towards B, sitting 2 players in towards upper. That is unlikely to be something that Big expect.
Virtus.pro, I mean, 3 players in towards the A bomb site, 2 very aggressive up towards B, and this is where Tizian needs to check it slowly. He's done that. He spotted 2, and he's got the first. Snatch will be able to trade, but he's run out of ammo. Oh no, just jumping up a dodge, trying to get the safety, but Tamsin will take him away. It's into the 3v4 knot with the advantage on the big team. Dennis, oh, awkward, but still takes the kill on the Snacks. It's Veggie and Mihu left alone. Not looking good for VP's chances here, I have to say. Especially with Mihu falling. It's only on Veggie. Nice shot. Only 3 more to find, though.
Yes, and they will not be found. Good work from Big Clan. I said that they probably had some sort of plan for that round. I think, honestly, the plan was just go slow at the start, and then they would have grouped up and used those nades. But as soon as they get the 2-man lead, they just continue to find fights across the map. VP's aggression doesn't work out for them, and this is a timeout taken by Big Clan into the following round. Maybe because they know that VP are likely to buy here. You've always got to be a little scared of those scouts at long range. Those pistols can get up close into Pop Dog. And just means that Big will make sure that they don't make any silly mistakes heading into this one. Ooh, MP5. Don't see that too often.
Well, yeah, you see it a couple of times. Yeah, it's definitely... we definitely don't see it. I think the SMGs, they get played a lot of the UMP and the MAC-10s, Alex. And sometimes we'll see it thrown in there, but... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the MP5. What are your opinions on it?
I personally probably prefer the MP7, but honestly, there's not much in it, really.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a difference.
Similar. Yeah,
I think it's just the therapeutic sound of the silencer. It's the reason why people pick it up. And probably the nostalgia from previous Counter-Strike editions, but here it is. Virtus.pro on the pistol buy. It will be Kevlar on the CZs and 5.7s. Snacks on the Scout. Big Clan will keep themselves in a very good position. A good mixture of rifles and SMGs. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of eco kills to go around every player having an SMG. So it's good to have the AKs as a bit of an insurance policy to make sure that you can take this over the line.
It was a nice nade attempt from Snacks. I liked the lineup. Not quite well timed enough. Both MAC-10s moving into brown halls for Big, looking for some early info. Godby deploys the smoke over towards the B-bomb site, but Okalicious has got a counter smoke of his own. So Virtus.pro won't be too worried about losing B just yet. And a Big are indeed going back towards A. Mihu moving forwards. Nade goes forwards, but Tizian is in on the entry, and Big will move into it.
Well, Veggie does get a nice headshot off onto Tizian, but that's all he'll get. Snatchy, it's time to shine. It's into a 3v3. Snatchy still going. Snacks, though, unfortunately, cannot get onto the bomb site. And so it's onto Okalicious. A nice Snatchy into the 1v2. Tabs will get the bomb planted. And Terra's still alive as well. Probably the 2 best players on Big Clan surviving here. So this is definitely not going to be easy for Snatchy with a 5-7 alone on 28 HP.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh, Xantares gets off the ladder. Pre-fires the position. Tabson should have his teammates back. Indeed, he does. Nearly caught out there. Xantares, I'm not sure why he was walking down the ladder. I guess he was just up on top of the blue train, so he was scared of so many angles. But at the end of the day, it all works out for Big Clan. They take an 11-6 lead. And again, we keep saying it, Dinko. Virtus.pro were 5-0 up in this game. This has gone horribly wrong for them.
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't really suggest how one-sided this game has been, right?
Yes.
It's just been one sporadic round for Virtus.pro when it comes to the gun runs. And so, it's been Big just dominating over Train, and this is the map pick of Virtus.pro. And it'll be Xantares taking away Veggie. Mihu hides in the corner. It's going to be the USP, but Dennis will finish him off for the MP5. And Virtus.pro try to get it done with only the pistols. It's just not going to happen. It'll be 12 here for Big, most definitely. And this is not exactly the greatest sign moving forward, because coming up next is Inferno, and that's a map where I've got to favor Big.
Yeah, you would think so, especially with it being their map pick. Again, it's kind of strange because we haven't seen Big play much within the last month, but you'd think that they would be confident on that one. VP did beat Gamer Legion on Inferno, though, so that's something for them to maybe get excited about. But right now, we need to focus on Train. This is a must-win round for VP. Maybe not a must-win round, but it almost feels like that at this point with how the game has been going. They've got to get something to go their way. Snatchy has the AWP, but he hasn't been able to get involved. A lot of the time, it's Tabson shutting him down. The other players also doing a good bit of damage against him. Okalicious in on the B hold. They've got the full rifles on the VP side, but Big deploying a couple of early nades. Smoke goes over towards A. I don't think we're going to see too much early aggression, but as soon as I say that, they all come down. They are going to go for the quick A play.
Well, Snacks is hiding behind the smoke. That'll be the kill from Snatchy onto Tabson. Snatchy's looking for another one. It's on to God B, looking back in. Snacks walking away with it onto Dennis, and this is much better from VP. They've kept most of their players alive. It's on to Tizian to try and pull off the clutch. The headshot comes in. Hasn't spotted Snacks on top of the blue train. Okalicious also coming in. Mihu, this is going to be a three-pronged approach, and Tizian going to have to deal with it, and he can't. Snacks comes over the top. Very well played there from Snacks, just hiding on top of the train. He walks away with 3 kills, so sign of life for Virtus.pro. Can they get any more than that, though?
Yeah, Snatchy did a real solid job at avoiding all those smokes that came in towards him. Just playing on the bomb train, he found a couple of angles to work with. Snatchy lands a few shots, and then Snacks obviously found a triple kill as well. 2 of the players that had been a little quiet for VP, so good to see them stepping up. But Big continue with the buy. Dennis trying to search for the opening kill. Doesn't get the opportunity though. Nades deny him any early aggression. VP aren't starting with the 4-man A stack that you see from some teams. Snatchy in this round is going over to the B site to help Okalicious. But Big Clan, after going for the fast play in the previous round, look to slow things down here in round 20. And this may just be because they've got the full rifles, they've got the full nades this time. A little bit of damage done to Tizian. Nothing too crazy. However, here comes some sort of aggression. Dennis, again, just looking for some information, but VP are playing it really, really safe. And now VP rotates the 4th man towards A. Snatchy here with the AWP.
Still Big taking their time. Have not yet committed anywhere. And they still have quite a bit of utility. I mean, they have 3 smokes left, a couple of flashbangs and molotovs still there. And 40 seconds left. You'd expect we'll see the push come in from Big eventually. As Tabson, they'll be sending him out as the man. Perhaps try and find the opening pick. Mihu is just holding on the other end of the smoke. And Tabson, he's going to get impaled by Mihu, who decapitates him as he walks through. Mihu's still alive, getting more done on the UMP. It looks like he's going to go huge as he's got 3 kills. Dennis, the last man standing, as Veggie steps in to help. As Dennis just slithering past, Veggie has not spotted him. Perhaps 4x3. And it'll be Dennis, the headshot on the Snatchy. You know exactly where he is now, and Veggie will take 2. But it really has been such a big performance from Veggie and Mihu. The runs that VP have won have been off the back of those two and, you know, that one run from Snacks. So, I mean, it's been a pretty quiet performance from Snatchy, and that's a player that, you know, you want to see have impact across the board, and VP just have not had that. So perhaps if they can start to build up a few more runs here, Alex, get him onto the AWP. This is the type of run where you can build up a little bit more confidence on Snatchy up against the low bite of Big.
Yeah, and maybe if Snatchy can't get involved with the AWP, maybe it's Mihu who will be, because he has picked up the second AWP for the CT side. Xantares with the 1 AK for Big in this round. When you watch this Big side play, Xantares is quite often alone doing his own thing, which kind of makes sense considering he may be struggling with the language, struggling with the other things, and Xantares not struggling in this round, gets the opening. Tabson finds one with the Glock, but Mihu comes into play. The AWP in with a 3K, sniping them down. The lack of nades being a problem, and Mihu finds a 4K. It's only on Gob B, and Mihu just sitting in the back lines, having a great time.
Well, that's quite nuts. Mihu, that's exactly why he picks up the double AWP. Alkalicious will come in and steal away the ace, but that was just incredible. Mihu, we've seen it yesterday here on this exact map. We've seen him pick up that double AWP. You know, traditionally you look at the team and go, Snatchy and Snacks should be the AWPers, right? But Mihu has been incredible on that AWP. We've seen him yesterday having huge runs, multi-kill runs, just like that one. And so perhaps that's a run that Virtus.pro need coming into this. They realize they've got a challenge coming their way though, Alex, and that's why they've brought the pause in. The tactical timeout coming in for Virtus.pro.
It is nice to see Big Clan have some of these rounds though, where, for example, Xantares just tries to make a solo play, just tries to work off the timings, because that's something that Big had maybe somewhat lacked in the past. I think Tabson was the one other player that was maybe willing to make those plays, but it just throws something else at VP that they weren't expecting, and it causes a bit of chaos there. Xantares got himself the opening, nearly found the follow-up frag. VP had to kind of respond to that. They were kind of put on the back foot, but thankfully, Mihu made the difference with his AWP. As you said though, in comes the gun round for Big. Only a 3-round difference. VP attempting to work their way back into this one, and Big are starting to group up towards B right at the start of this round. This could be Snatchy's time to shine. He is currently helping his teammate on B with that AWP.
Well, Big have put pretty much everyone over towards B. They have all 5 players here, Alex, at the start of things. Oh, that grenade is so solid. Look how much damage it does to Gob B, Dennis, and Tizian. You definitely got the value out of that one. And here comes the reply from Big. It's going to be the B hit coming through. The utilities coming on through, the smokes, everything. Big just want to impact here. They need to find the kills. VP, they've got 2 players here on the bulb site. A third relatively close, near connected that can rotate pretty quickly. I think it's on Snatchy here to step up this time.
Plenty of nades deployed by Big. Okalicious in a bit of an off angle here. Could work out for him. There's the opening frag. Okalicious jumping nearly costs him his life. And there's the trade into a 3v3. And the bomb can be planted with Big having some advanced positions.
This has to be the retake from VP. Veggie, Snacks, and Mihu left alone as they come in towards it. Tizian from Summit able to pick it up. Now it's the man advantage for the T side. Big look to get another, but it's Mihu. The trade comes in on the AWP yet again. And Mihu switches out the AWP for the AUG. The time is starting to tick. Kit's alive on both players. Flashbangs, nades are there, but they haven't got a Molotov. But it doesn't matter for Mihu. The headshot comes in to Gob B. The stick coming through. If they just hold up or Tabson's come in with a kill, he'll be into the 1v1. He's not peaked. Veggie has to go back on the bomb, but Tabson makes it happen. 2 kills for him, and the 1v2 clutch is there for Big. 13-9. They've got to thank Tabson for that.
Wow, how close was Veggie on that defuse? He had, I think, 2 or 1 seconds left, but he decides to get off the bomb. He decides to try to play for the frag, and Tabson was 1 step ahead of him. Huge round from him. Big gets another round win. However, they don't have that many AKs into this round. They're stuck with 3 Galils. Then again, we also have to look at VP, who have got quite a few weak weapons in the mix. Neither side looking too healthy into round 23. And after winning the last round towards B, Big might go for the same again here. Okalicious only has the MP9 to try to stop them. Looks like Big think they can find success just grouping up and going for these early round executes. Let's see if their assessment is correct as they start to line up this B play. Oh, Snax is behind. Hello, Tizian? Oh my god, he spots him. Snax goes down. Not the start Snax was looking for. He thought he was in the back lines. Turns out Tizian spots him.
Well, the man advantage is there for Big Clan to work with. Virtus.pro. They're in the deficit, but Okalicious, he might just look to pull that back. He goes for the peek onto Tizzy and rattles shots from the MP9, but Xantares, he's got in towards the A-bomb site. Veggie had no idea. And that's a grid headshot. Bomb getting planted. It's going to be a 2v3 retake. Snatchy lands the shot in the scout, but not enough damage done to collect the kill. And so VP at this point, I would really just consider saving that AWP, and I think that is the call here. VP don't have a whole lot left in the bank. And this is most definitely going to be a round for Big, even if VP attempted it. So, 14-9. 2 away, Alex, from taking away the map pick of Virtus.pro Big here. And looking on to Inferno. Should be another one for Big. Disney will get Okalicious. Snatch and Mihu stand alone. That's into a 2v5.
And again, it's one of those rounds where Xantares is off by himself, making the solo play, but it pays off. Mihu lands the shot at the end, so he stays alive. The main gun is saved for VP. They carry over the AWP. Mihu could drop a rifle as well, depending on if VP want to force here, or if they want to play for overtime. Either option isn't great, considering the circumstances. But as I was saying earlier, I think Xantares gets most of his work done almost when he's away from the rest of the team, when he can just sneak into the enemy lines, and then he calls to his teammates. He's already on the A site, so they can double back, they can all come in to help him. Xantares gets the one opening, but more importantly, he gains so much ground on the A site that VP had no time to react. They couldn't rotate into position, they couldn't do anything about it because of the solo play that was made. Is going to be a low buy for VP. Only Mihu with the AWP. He had that one previous round where he was able to do a lot of work with this sniper. This time, though, Big have got plenty of nades to try to counter him, and they definitely know he saved this AWP because he got that kill at the end there. So Big are going to be playing around that sniper, trying to make sure they don't run into that AWP.
Well, Tizian on towards the A-bomb side he goes. Mihu able to find the reply. He's got to have so much impact on this AWP. Snatchy getting one kind of helps him in that, but Snax has fallen.
What?
Mihu is there, but it's the kill coming through. It's all on Tabson into the clutch as he pulls out the AK-47. It's a game of gun game, and Tabson looks for the clutch. He'll collect it. 4 kills, but that one was so close. VP nearly make it happen.
Oh, that looked like such a sloppy round from Big. In particular, Gob B, I thought should have known there was a player in Team Main. Snatchy had just got that kill. He just ran into there. I don't think Gob B realized. He almost had his back turned. Maybe the communication was off. I don't exactly know, but Snatchy was able to do a surprising amount of damage, and yet still Tabson is there to bail them out. Again, Tabson has been one of the players who was missing in some of the earlier games for Big, but here he has showed up in a big way. And Virtus.pro are on their last legs into round 25. As we've been saying throughout this map, this is the map pick of Virtus.pro, so they really could do with coming back into this one. But they don't have too many nades into this round. At least they have that all on towards Snatchy, but Big have been able to win most of the rounds on this T side just by sticking together and trading. Gold B goes forwards. Timing is just right, and the spray is successful.
Well, it's successful, but the trade is also there. Mihu takes away Gold B. Snax looking for one. You'll get that on the Tizian, and it's the man advantage for Virtus.pro. Can they hit double figures? They came close in the last one. Just took Tabson stepping up, and Xantares has a kill on the Snax into the 3v3. Big pull it back again. Orkalicious is over towards the other side of the map, inside of B, and there's actually a second player there as well. Snatchy, the only player that could have done anything on the A bomb site was Mihu, and he is just being ripped apart. So, Big looking good here. 3v2. They start to bring the bomb in towards the A site. Virtus.pro, they've got one player in the connector, one flanking behind him. This could be the play from Orkalicious if they do not expect it to come through. He's on his way around the back. 24 seconds. Orkalicious. Oh, the timing. There's only one player visible to him. It's Tabson. Dennis turns around. Orkalicious should have spotted the barrel as well. And they've got Snatchy still alive in the connector. This is still doable for VP. And Snatchy's denied the bomb plant. It's all on the Xanteras. 9 seconds. Has to make it happen. Has to go immediately for the plant. As he starts punching in the digits, Orkalicious goes in. The denial of the bomb plant. And Virtus.pro will stay alive. It's double figures. And they're on life support.
Yeah, VP just turn it into a scrappy round where the trades are coming in all over the place. Fights happening all over that A site. And that's exactly what VP wanted to do in that one. Once it was into the 3v3, I thought Big were set to win the round, especially after Tabson got the opening on towards Ivy. But at the end of it all, VP managed to get into position to pull off the round win. And look at what that means for Big's money. Pistols bought into round 26. This is a real chance for VP to make Big sweat, or maybe even make it into overtime. Mihu in on this angle takes so much damage from the nade and dig combo. He's down to 3 points of health, and Snatchy is going to have to plug the gap left open. Damage done onto 2. Nice shot from Snatchy.
Yeah, Mihu as well. They're rocking this double up setup very well indeed. As you'll get rid of Goldbeat, Tabson, and Tizian. The last 2 men standing. Mihu's low. Tabson, oh, he'll actually pick that up, but now he has an AWP. Definitely a player you want to get the AWP into, but Snatchy will make sure it's only in his hands for a few brief seconds. Tizian into the 1v4 with a deagle. It's not looking very possible whatsoever. So VP will take 11, Alex. And like you said, this is starting to look a lot better for the Poles. They can start to really think about overtime. They're only a few rounds away, only 4 away now, after Veggie confirms. And we've seen them reach overtime on train, Alex. Yesterday we seen nearly, I think nearly 6 of them. I was solo casting that entire thing. That was a long one.
I mean, I like overtime as much as the next guy, Dinko, but maybe let's not have 6 overtimes in this one. Just for the sake of our voices.
It might have been 5. I think VP might have stopped it from going to the 6th one.
Oh, there you go. That was nice of them.
Yeah. 5 overtimes. That was a very long one indeed. I think VP tweeted out saying something that it was one of the record matching longest games during the organization's history. So, pretty long game, I have to say.
What do you even do when you're heading into the 5th overtime? What, is it like, oh, just run this same A strat that I've done like 20 times already?
I think it's just like the rinse and repeat just over and over and over again until someone just makes a mistake or breaks mentally and just like, right, I'm done. I literally can't play this again.
Well, Big have got the money into round 27. Full buy across the board. AKs for all of their players. Dennis has been solid when he's had the AWP in his hands, but they can't afford it for this round. Double AWP setup in play for Virtus.pro, as we have seen consistently throughout this CT side. Been a fairly important part of some of their gun round wins, especially when Mihu has found some shots with his sniper. And early damage done. Gobby in with the opening. Flash assist comes through. That's something Big are always great at. And they get the early man advantage.
They keep it as well. There's no answer for VP. And that was something, you know, Gobby earlier found the opening kill, but it was instantly neutralized by Mihu. And so VP not being able to find the trade is a great step in the right direction for Big. And it does a little bit of damage through the window. We're starting. I feel like we see that window utilized a lot more now. We see a lot of spam. We see a lot of utility being thrown up into it. It's really good for picking up a lot of early damage. But here comes the push in towards Pop Dog. 2 players starting to run on in. Flashbang is good on Tizian and God B, but they want the kills. They've got them as well as Tabson finds another. This might just be it. Snacks and Orkalicious have to pull off a 2v5. Snacks onto the bomb site. It's not looking great here for VP. But Snacks is doing Snacks things. The smoke fades. He goes round the back. He'll deny the bomb plan on the God B, but Centeras will take him away. It's all onto Ocalicious, the new kid on the block for VP. They try and make it happen, and it just won't. Tabson finishes it, a 16-11 win for Big here on Train.
Quite comfortable for Big in the end. They take it 16-11 on their opponent's pick. All in all, looked pretty solid for them, especially when you consider that start that VP had. Big come back into things, and heading into Inferno, I think it's fair to say that Big are going to be loving their chances to take this series.
Yeah, it's looking likely Big are the favorites to take the series 2-0. Join us after the break, because we've got Inferno coming up next.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.